you mentioned Randy. You know, a lot of people don't really know the other side of him, and I got a chance to be close to him. But I know that you got closer. And how did that happen? And tell me about that relationship.
Yeah, that was one that was sort of thrust upon me, where they thought that would be a great idea to, Randy was still wrestling then, but it was less frequent than it used to be. He would still be in the big matches and jump back and forth, but he was such a charismatic entertainer that they needed him on camera. And they said, well, how about, Randy's on Mania? And I was like, well, that would be awesome. Are you crazy? So I think the thing that we did, and I don't know if you remember this, but I actually, and this was a surprise to him, a lot of people don't know, where I dressed up as him for the first show, and he had no idea. So we did the fake beard. I think I wore the Slim Jim outfit. I have a picture of it somewhere. But and he showed up in the studio, and it was live to tape there, and it was his genuine reaction of humor and being cool with it. And I was oh yeah, I'm on the camera and I'm doing the thing for Mania. So I'm doing my Randy, and out he walks, and that's how our relationship started, and we really got tight. We became fast friends, and like I said, we would talk on the phone, and he was one of those guys too that there were so many people there that, and I don't think fans watching know, because they're these big characters right in the ring, and what are they like in real life? Well, a lot of them were big characters outside as well, but just genuine. Randy would come to the house. It was an amazing relationship, and became really good friends, and somebody who I'll always love and miss dearly, for sure.
Yeah, and he really was one of those guys that, it took a long time to get in, and at least in my situation. But once you were in, he was a great friend. And I don't know, did you stay in touch at all after you left?
We did, to a degree. We would talk on the phone a little bit, but as you know, people get busy, things move on. But which is sad, but that's part of life, I guess. But not as much as I would have liked. Yeah. But when we were working together, man, we were tight, and he'd watch out for me. I was the new guy, and even when I was, as you know, when you're there a few years, you're still the new guy until somebody else comes along. Yeah. So it's hard to make your stripes, and I was kind of the, I think as many people hated me as maybe liked me, or probably more hated me, but because I wasn't the true, and I get that, I wasn't the wrestling guy. I was this sort of weirdo that was on there saying goofy things, but I'll tell you what, man, nobody learned quicker than I did, and when I was there, I knew it, and you soak it up, as you can testify to. You are immersed in it. And, I'd go on the radio show, and back in those days was, wrestling's fake, right? And I said, yeah, you get in the ring.
Yeah, you take a few of those bumps.
Broken neck. Yeah, the backs, and that's, you're an athlete, man. You are an athlete in that squared circle, and I had the utmost respect for all of them. It was just a thrill for me.